What is up, RC enthusiasts? Welcome back, and sorry I've been gone for a while, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know I am not stopping doing any of this. I like reviewing little RCs like this to get people into the hobby. Now, the reason that I still like doing this kind of stuff, and the reason why you always see me doing budget stuff, is because it's just a lot easier for a lot more people to get into it this way. Especially if you can find some pretty good value stuff for the price. You know, you don't have to have the most expensive thing to have fun out there. If you just want to fly a drone, you don't really care about it being GPS drone, altitude hold, or can do all these tricks that, you know, the multi-$100 drones can do, then stuff like this is what you're going to be looking at. They're fun, they usually fly pretty well, and they're affordable, so most people can get into the hobby this way, or at least give it a try to see if you want to spend any more of your hard-earned money to get the better stuff out there. But anyways, enough of all that. Let's get into this. We have this drone right here sent to me by HolyStone, right here. Seems to be a pretty good brand. A lot of people seem to like them. This one right here seems to have a single axis motor on the camera, so you can pan it up and down, which is pretty cool for a very affordable drone. Now if you want to see the link to this right here, the price and everything's going to be in that link below, so if you want any more information, go ahead and click that link. And that is an affiliate link, so I do get a cut out of it if you do use that link, but rest assured, it's not going to cost you an extra dime for this drone. You're just helping to support this channel, especially if you enjoy tagging along in my RC shenanigans. So let's go ahead, let's unbox this guy, and let's see what we get in this box. So inside that box, look at this. You have a really nice carrying case right here. Check that out. It's a hard case, so it's pretty sturdy. It's not, you know, it doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels really good, really high quality. Let's go ahead and see what's inside this case. As you can tell right here, open up the case. We have your instruction manual right here. Make sure to read that if you've never flown a drone before. You got a USB charger right here. Oh, you get two of those. There's another USB charger in here. And some spare props. Oh, looks like it's open. So I got some spare props, a screwdriver, all in here. So that's good. You got some spare props to get yourself going just in case you do crash them, because you are going to crash these things. We have a nice protective foam cover right here, and that exposes your transmitter, your drone, and your two batteries. Now these batteries were normally in plastic bags. I've already opened this. Here's how the batteries look like right here. You can tell right there, it's a 3.8 volt 1900 mAh. So you get two of those. That's pretty cool. Nice little slots for them to go in right there too. And here's your transmitter. This transmitter uses 3 AAAs. And it has a pretty nice phone holder right here, one of those flip out ones that are pretty good. You have your high and low rates down here, power switch. You have your photo video mode over there on that side. This side right here, I don't know what button that is. We'll check that out when we fly it. This one is like auto land and takeoff. And this one right here is probably your gyro calibration or something. But yeah, pretty basic. And right here in the top, you're going to see this little wheel. Now moving that wheel is actually going to move your camera up and down on the drone itself. Let's go ahead and check out that drone. Here's the drone you get. The camera is actually on some rubber grommets just to keep some vibration away from it as you're going around, flying this thing around. It's in this folded state right now. Let me go ahead and unfold it. You have to unfold the rear arms first, then the front arms. And there you go, fully unfolded. Oops. Nice looking drone from HolyStone right here. There's your battery location. It just slides in there and it clips into place nicely. Now this drone does not have any sensors down here whatsoever. It is an altitude hold drone, but it just does that by, you know, keeping the stick in the center. So wherever you leave it, if you go up and stay there, it'll stay there, hopefully as best as it can. But this thing has no sensors whatsoever on it, so this is going to be more of your you have to like to fly drone kind of drone. It's not one of those that sits in place for you so you can mess around with the camera and do some good, you know, videographies with this and stuff and do some nice B-roll with this. This is not the drone for that. This is more just to get you into the camera drones and to actually get you flying drones, because this thing right here will definitely teach you how to fly drones really well, because everything is analog on this thing. So all the flying you see this do is going to be all on your skill. Let me slap a battery on this guy right now, and then we'll go ahead and see how this thing works. So the battery just goes in here. Sorry for the one-handed demo. There you go, that just goes in like so. And you have your power switch at the bottom right here, which you just hold. And that turns on, turns red and starts blinking. That means it's ready to go. And then you go ahead and turn on your transmitter. That turns on right there. Oh shoot. I turned it on by accident because I already did that. So I'm not gonna fly it right now because I don't wanna damage it. Obviously, as you can see, I'm sitting right here on my desk and I actually turned it on and 2 of the motors were stuck. That's one thing you wanna try to avoid doing, is when you see your motor stuck, not moving, you wanna turn this drone off as fast as you can, because this is running on brushed motors, and brushed motors do not like that, and they will burn out prematurely, and you'll have a really wonky flying drone for a while until one of the motors just all of a sudden just blows out on you and just completely stops running, and now your drone's just gonna tumble out the sky. But a lot of these drones, thankfully, have been getting a lot better, so even though they're brushed, the gearing on them nowadays are usually correct. So now the motors don't really overheat that much, and you get some pretty decent run times on these. And these are just great drones to learn how to fly with. So yeah, let's take this outside so I can show you how the app works, and let's see how this thing flies outside. All I gotta do is push these 2 inwards. That starts the props, and then I'm gonna press this to take off automatically. There you go. Now remember, there's no GPS or anything on this drone, so everything you're doing is on your own. There you go, it's in low rates, flies pretty nicely. Nice and stable and slow. Ooh, it's very bright out. Now I'm going to turn on the dual rates right here, make it higher, so I can fight more wind and fly faster. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now let's do a little bit of smoother flying. Let's point it towards us. You can see me on the screen right there. And you do have to fight the wind and everything on your own to keep it stable. Oh, there you go. Let's move the camera down. Oh, that's all the way down. Camera up. There you go. Now I'm not sure how good the distance is on this thing before it starts losing transmission on the Wi-Fi for the video, but oh, I seem to be losing it already. So you can't go too far from yourself. I'm not sure if you guys can see the drone flying around. It's my first time trying to use a GoPro attached to my head, which makes me look ridiculous, but it should get you guys a good video. Here's the drone. It's a little windy out here today, so I'm fighting wind. You can see the camera. You can point it downwards. You can point it upwards. And anywhere in between. And that's your full speed forward right there on your high rates. Pretty fun to fly. It's very smooth, and you can tell it's very responsive. If I just want to stop, I could just stop right there. It's drifting a little bit to that side. I didn't do the calibration, so let me set it down and do the calibration for the gyros, for the leveling, because there is no trim buttons on this whatsoever. I believe that's just up and out like this. Nope, it's like this. Not even. Down. Maybe you can't do the calibration anymore. Maybe you have to do it in the beginning. But anyway, yeah, just fly it. Flies pretty well. See how high we can go without losing it. It's pretty high. I mean, you know, it's a toy drone, so you're not going to be going the distance with it for sure. And this is full down right now. The wind is kind of keeping it up there. And my eyes really hurt from looking up into the sky right now, because it's a very bright day. Even though there's no sun out, the clouds are very white and very bright. There you go. Pretty cool drone. And, you know, you can't really expect much from something this budget. But it flies pretty good. There's the yaw rate right there. And it is a self-leveling drone, so when you let go of the gears, it just tries to stay where it's at, but that's only for level. So you can tell this centers itself. Try to do some stunts right here. Go through some poles. Probably gonna crash it right here. Oh. Trying to do some stunts. Let's see if it's all right. One of the arms bent in a little. Pull it back out. Should be good to go. The battery came out. So you had to fold the arms back out, put the battery back in, restarted everything, and now I don't have any video feed right now. Gotta reconnect that. All right, looks like everything reconnected, and we should be good. Start it up, and let's take off. Oh no, I have a frozen video feed. Oh well, you know, little quirks of little toy drones, but anyway, so you can tell right here, you know, you can fly it without the camera if you're just trying to have some fun with the drone. And that dog is not liking the drone. You can tell it flies really well. Good for some sport flying, you know, just messing around, learning your drone flight, your orientation, you know, flying it towards you, flying it in reverse, and flying it forward, side to side. It's responsive. This is in the second rate, so it's a very responsive drone. Look how smooth it flies. It's actually pretty good. So if you want a drone to fly around, to learn how to fly drones, this is it right here. It's got a camera, so you can mess with that, you know, dabble in some camera work, but mainly just a good flyer. Good altitude, smooth, easy to learn with for sure. Not sure if that's gonna look really washed out right there because of the sky right now, but there you go. And also another good feature of this guy right here, if you just, you know, don't want to land it because let's say the ground is just too messy and you don't want to get it in your brush motors, you can just grab it out of the sky, turn it upside down, and it shuts the drone off. There you go. It flies pretty well. I could recommend it for people that want to learn how to fly drones, and it's fun. Really cool little HolyStone drone right here. So check out this scroll wheel right here. I can move the camera up and down, as you can tell. You can stop it wherever you feel like. It goes completely 90 degrees down, so you could look straight down with this guy. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Little option right there. Just wanted to show you guys that up close so you guys can actually see that that thing works. So yeah, there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This drone, pretty cool beginner drone. And you know, take that with a grain of salt. I don't really like calling these beginner drones because this is more like a learner drone. Because to me, a beginner drone should hover where it's at on its own, possibly have GPS or some sort of optical tracking, so that way it stays in place and makes it easier for someone to actually learn. Because this drone, as soon as you take off, it's all on you to keep it where you want to keep it, and you have to use the controls to do that with it. And yeah, it's going to help you be a better drone pilot for sure, because you're going to get your orientations down, you're going to get your flying down. And once you can do all that, when you move to the more expensive drones, the drones that actually have the GPS locks and all this optical stuff, you're gonna have a lot easier time flying those, and you're gonna enjoy it a lot more because you're gonna be able to just learn all the cool features that those drones, those camera drones have, and not have to worry about the flying as much because you're not even worried about that anymore because you got it down with these things right here. So yeah, that's kind of what I think these drones are for. It's just more how to learn how to fly, have some fun, not spend a lot of money, have a camera on it, and you know, once you crash it and stuff, at least you didn't crash yourself a multi-$100 drone, and that should help you learn faster because you're not as nervous flying something that's more budget friendly. So yes guys, that's it for today. And for now, you know, my reviews are still kind of the same. My channel's still the same right now. I promise to change my channel up. Like I said, I did have some unforeseen things happen in my life recently, and that did kind of put me in a little slump, but I guarantee you guys, I'm out of it. Don't worry about me. I'm doing great. I'm healthy, and I'm going to get right back at it. Help you guys get back into RCs, or get into RCs, all you beginners out there and people that just want to try this hobby. You know, this is the best way to do it. Not break the bank, have fun doing it. And if you fall in love with it and you decide that this is for you, then you can move up in the price range, and that way you're not ruining your more expensive stuff because you already got everything down with your budget equipment. Well, alright guys, thanks for watching as usual, and as always, stay tuned for better content coming out soon and changing up the channel. And as always, be safe out there guys, go have some fun, and run that RC.